Hey, everybody. I hope you all have had a great day so far. I checked my mail today and I officially have the book. Y'all hear it? I officially have the book. It is in my hands. 38 Years with Will and Jada Smith memoir. I am whistleblower brother Bilaal. I have the book. I have the book. I have been waiting, and honestly, we've been waiting, 3 years for the book. When I ordered it, they asked me for, because I checked out through Apple Pay, and apparently it didn't add my address correctly. So they asked me for to confirm my address within like 5 minutes of me placing my order. And in one of the interviews, he said that he was going to be shipping out the books on Friday via FedEx. I have the book, and I'm going to give my first impressions as I work on reading it. I'll probably stay up tonight and read if I didn't have. I need to hit it tomorrow in terms of work. So I'm just going to give you all my first impressions of it. No spoilers. I am not going to spoil this for you all. I want you all to read it yourself, get your own impressions of the book, and then I want us to come together and compare notes. So I'm going to give everyone happy Black History Month, by the way. Happy Black History Month. And I am going to give everyone maybe 2 weeks if you are interested in buying the book. I'm going to give you 2 weeks um, to get the book, to read it. And about February 15th, I'm going to start talking some details about it. I'm going to make sure that when I go live or if I post a reel, that I make sure you all know that there are going to be some spoilers or something like that, so that if you are looking to read the book just at a later date, um, you can skip that until you get your book and you've had a chance to read it. I want everyone to get their own opinion first, you know, because we really want to focus on the truth and our own opinions, and then we can, like I said, compare notes. I really think that that yields valuable conversation. So, my first thoughts are, if you saw Tasha K's recorded video with Brother Bilal, where it was extremely blurry, he showed us the book. He had a book in hand. It looks just like that. It is, and also kind of what it looked like if you purchased the book, how it looked on the landing page. It looks like that. The book cover is the same. It's that glossy um, uh, paperback feel. There is on the back where it has some wording. It does have a little bit of texture in the back. In the front, it's super smooth. Um, in the book, let's see, it is 176 pages. So it's not a very long book at all. This is a very easy read. I don't see any pictures in the book. And one thing I am a little disappointed about, and I know that things change, especially when lawyers are involved, and especially when you're in the middle of a lawsuit and all of the things that he has going on right now with Jada. I'm sure there's some things that change, and I know I believe at least that he had all intentions on having the QR code in the book where we could scan and look at evidence that supported whatever claim was relevant on that page. And I was really looking forward to that. And I questioned that in an earlier video if that was going to still be a thing. It is not. It is not a thing in this book. It is. It's words, and I don't see pictures. I don't see QR codes. in here. Very standard book here. Now, what I do want to do is just kind of go through and read the chapter titles. Again, no spoilers. I do not want to share any of this information that will spoil it for you or give my opinion on anything right now. Like I said, there are 23 chapters, 20, what did I say? 20 something chapters in here. Yeah, 23 chapters in here. And I'm going to share. Oh, you know what? I thought it had chapter names in here. It does not. It just says chapter 1, chapter 2. And the reason why I thought that was because there is something at the back that is a direct message to a particular individual. And so I thought there were other titles. Ah, I see. Okay, I'm flipping through and I see. Okay. So in the last two chapters, chapter 22 and chapter 23, there are two direct, how can I say this? There are two direct chapters that are directly to individuals in this book. And so that is very interesting. Again, I have not read a lick of this yet. I just wanted to give my first impressions, but he said that this book is going to make you cry, it's going to make you gag. And it's interesting because it's really only 176 pages. And so my initial reaction is there's going to be a lot I am presuming that is going to go in this book. And I cannot wait, y'all, to start reading this. I cannot wait until you all start getting your books if you are choosing to purchase them so that we can have this dialogue. I really want to hear what you all have to say. But again, very standard book. It well done. It looks exactly like what we have seen, what we saw in that recorded video, that very blurry recorded video on Unwind with Tasha K. When he showed us the book, it looks just like that. And as I'm thinking about this, I kind of went back and looked at my notes for the first and second interviews with Tasha K. And I really want to watch those again because if you all recall, the name of the book has changed from what he originally reported out. And I don't think that's a good thing or bad thing. It's just a fact. And I was going through and it was something like Will and Jada Smith, Demonic Circle. If y'all remember that book title changed. And when he reported on that in like the third big interview with Unwind with Tasha K, after he had disappeared for like a year and he said the title of the book, I remember thinking, wait a minute, because I remember the word demonic being in that title. And so I'm actually looking at a video thumbnail from 2 years ago, and it is Andre Gorgeous, Dre Taylor. It's his thumbnail, and in the corner, it says Will Smith Demonic Circle. And I remember him saying, because he corrected and he was like, no, it's Will and Jada Smith Demonic Circle. Something like that. I feel like there was more to the title, but I'm gonna look that up because I do think that is a difference than what I had expected originally until he confirmed what the title was going to be of the book. And then also when I flipped through and didn't see any QR codes. So it looks like it is a straight shot read. Very easy read in terms of the size of the text and the number of pages. And I really think if you sit here during the weekend, you can knock it out and take notes. That's probably what I'm going to do while I'm reading, is really use this almost as, I guess, a journal in a sense, and underline things and put question marks to things to see if it aligns or if anything has changed, or put something there to where I want to do a deeper dive maybe into that topic. Um, but I really I am ready to see. This has been a long time coming. It really has been, from that first interview to the second interview to all this happenings, and him being hospitalized and him being targeted and the car accident and all of that, to the blurry video, to now, he's going out, it seems like, having more interviews with larger creators and journalists and just peeps on YouTube. And so anyway, I'm excited because this is a long time coming. But like I said, this should be an easy read. I have it. I'm probably gonna start on it today. Knock out a couple of chapters tonight. And again, I'm keeping from any spoilers. But about February 15th, I want us to really start comparing notes on what you all think. And I know there's going to be creators out there who share some intimate details in the book, but I really encourage you to, if you are waiting on your book or you want to order, to keep off of those channels just for now, so that you can form your own opinion. And then when you watch, you can already have your opinion and compare notes with other people. I think that's very important in this space because we're talking about real people. I know sometimes we feel so disconnected because they are celebrities, or we've never met them, or whatever the case, but we really have to, I think, form our own opinions, giving the facts that we have. And I also think that it's value in doing your own research because, as you know, this is from one point of view, as I presume. He's the author. I don't know if there's other information in here from other people to vouch, um, particularly in this book. But with all the lawsuits and all of the things, a lot of this is alleged. And we really have to stand strong in our values and our research and what we trust. And so utilizing or using that same kind of thought process on doing the same with reading the book and getting your own bearings, if you will, before you allow other people's thoughts to infiltrate, if you will, your thoughts. I'm really encouraging you to do that. So stay off the off the reels. I know it's probably going to be hard because depending, like, this could be huge. And I just wanted to get on live and just say, guys, I got it. I got the book. If you can hear it, I got the book. I am gonna probably knock out, like I said, a couple chapters tonight just to get my bearings. And about February 15th, I'm gonna start comparing notes with you all. Yeah, this is this is it. It is here. It is here. And I feel like, well, no. Let me refrain. I'm gonna refrain from my thoughts on maybe what I'm expecting from this. Like I said, I just really want you all to get the book in hand if you choose. So anywho, I got the book. I got the book. Again, it is, what we got, 176 pages. We got 23 chapters. easy, simple read, no pictures, no QR codes. Now, one thing outside of that is I have noticed that he's put the Be Opulent Instagram handle on all of the things. When you're ordering the book, it was there. I think in the email confirmation, it was there. In the book, it's here. On Tasha K's channel, it was there. Aaron's channel, it was there. But, and I'll check again while I'm talking, but he has not been active on that page. And my only speculation is maybe soon it's coming. Maybe he's going to be active on that page soon because I have not seen a post since I think, heck, I don't know what year. I'm going to go on here now because I'm like, it's everywhere. This Be Opulent is everywhere, but he hasn't posted. Okay, that's what I thought was Jamie Foxx. The last time he's posted on the Be Opulent Instagram page was April 16th, 2023. 2023. But he promotes it so much. And I went down comments like 36 weeks ago. Somebody said, I think he's gone. Then he said, just disappeared. And now Will coming out doing interviews, something strange coming on. I'm telling you, we did not know what was going on. And we definitely thought that Hollyweird got Brother Bilaal. That almost year break made us wonder and go down rabbit holes. Yo, I was looking everywhere. I was all on, I don't even use TikTok. And I was all on TikTok, Reddit, everywhere looking for what in the world happened. And everybody just thought that he was gone. He was a goner. But it's interesting, and I'm going to be monitoring this Instagram just in case like he starts to become active and maybe he's just gaining the following right now so that when he does start posting, which is strategic, I understand that strategy. When he does start posting, he has that solid following so that he knows the shares, the engagement is going to be there so that his message will be spread even more. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking when it comes to him promoting the Be Opulent page. And I wish I knew how many followers he had before the first Tasha K. And y'all let me know, is there somewhere I could look and see like how many followers he had before the first interview with Unwind with Tasha K to now, and to see if there's a significant gain in his followers, because right now he has about 4,403. I'm going to screenshot that and see if it grows since this book is out now. Y'all, we've been waiting 3 years for this book. We've been waiting 3 years for this book, and it is here. And I cannot wait for you all to start reading. I can't wait to start reading it. I told my husband, I was like, that book is here. He was like, that's great. If you know, you know. So you all let me know. Let me know if you plan on getting the book. Let me know if you get the book. I'm going to be posting in the community, seeing if you all have gotten your book, if you all ordered your book, just so we can, keep tabs and see. Because they're, like I said, around February 15th, I'm going to start comparing notes with you all. And I want you all to be, as always, just open and honest. Let me know. Let me know if you think it's a ball of corn, or if you're like, yeah, this is wild. This is wild. Another thing I really want to do, and I haven't been able to do much, is to follow the case. He did have something like last Friday, I think he said. What date was that? I think that was it was the 30th. He had something on the 30th where he said that he was going to be able to cross examine Jada Pickett Smith. And I wonder how that went. It was an open, it was open. So anybody in that area could have gone. I do not think recording would have been allowed. However, people go in and they take notes as well, very detailed notes. So I do want to do a little bit better of looking at that portion, because what he was saying in some of these other interviews was, some of the quote unquote bombshell things about Will's extra marital affairs and all those things that people kind of focus on because it's the shock factor. That's he could not care any less about those things. What he cares about is the things that allegedly Will and Jada Smith have done that are illegal, that they have done under protection of Scientology, and that he wants justice to be served and he wants Will and Jada to be charged with these alleged heinous crimes. And from what he's saying, just taking that black and white, I commend him for that. Um, and again, we talk about this before when it comes to money and power and control. I think that's a power song, I think. But those things can lead to some very, I'm trying to choose my words carefully on these YouTube streets. But we've heard some of the stories, and especially with these files that just got released. Oh my goodness, I don't want to change topics too much, but whoa, it's some strange things happening, and we don't even know the most of it. And I was talking today actually, and I said, you know what? I wonder if it's like some of these people have so much money and so much access that it's almost that they have to find thing, that next thing, because they're bored, because they need. It's like if you take something, right, you need you've been taking it for a long time. Well, it doesn't have the same effect on you, so now you need something different, something more to give you that satisfaction. And it can definitely be like that when it comes to money and power. And that's where you get into that sacrificing and all those all the things I do not want to even talk about right now. But when you have the money and the power that some of these celebrities have and the access, man, just think about, I can imagine how warped your mind can be, because you can do anything. And then these folks, I say these people, but when I say that, the celebrities and the top 0.001% folks, I'm just going to take a pause for the cause on that one, because I am working on another video. I saw some pictures in those e-files, and they reminded me so heavily of the movie Blink Twice. And some of that same imagery was so incredibly close that it almost like not almost, I felt chills, like I felt this strange feeling. And people have said all the time, like, these directors, these filmmakers, they will put it out there for us, and they'll put it though in the form of a movie just to get it out. Like, no, this is what they're doing. I've also heard that these folks will also make, these directors, these celebrities, the folks of the top percent, they will also support these movies so that when you make those claims, they can say, that sounds like blink twice. Like, why are you saying that this has happening and it's also been in a movie? Like, this is all fairy tale, and it makes you sound crazy until you're not. So, anywho, I didn't want to get on here too long, but I did just want to give my first initial impressions with the book without spoilers, so that you all can enjoy and take in everything on your own accord. And yeah, we'll talk more about it. But you all have a wonderful night, day, evening, all the things. And I'll talk to you soon.